Listín Diario editorial for April 12 of 2022. Brutal, outrageous, and unacceptable. The abuses and aggressions perpetrated yesterday by the authorities of the El Canódromo Vehicle Holding Center against the ombudsman and members of the press constitute an embarrassing act of brute force, totally unjustifiable. The legitimate power of the ombudsman and the right of the press to seek information about what happens there have been arbitrarily violated by physical attacks, dispossession, and destruction of reporters' equipment, a typical act of dislocated authority. After a series of reports in the Listín Diario about the situation that affects thousands of citizens whose vehicles have been impounded and find obstacles or delays in the return or recovery processes, the ombudsman decided to make an investigative visit, but the welcome he received was a push from an agent who blocked his path so that he would not enter the premises. Listín Diario in particular was also the victim of the outrage because its two reporters, Lourdes Aponte and Raúl Asensio, were stripped of their equipment and physically attacked by agents of the General Direction of Traffic Safety and Land Transportation, DGCET. After this unacceptable exercise of brute force, which brings us back to an environment of frank abuses of authority against freedom of the press, it is imperative that the government order an audit and a thorough investigation into the modus operandi of that center and the legitimacy of their acts of seizure or retention. The accusations that a kind of mafia operates there that negotiates return permits, collection of fines, or that steals parts and even vehicles deserve their prompt clarification, in addition to the two exemplary sanctions against those responsible. This outrage has provoked widespread condemnation from society because it contradicts the spirit of openness and respect for freedom of expression that President Luis Abinader has shown in the interest of strengthening the institutional framework and transparency of government acts. For Listín Diario, voice over and translations by Indira Rodriguez.